When people hear the word budget, when people engage in budgeting, they tend to think of a very restrictive, straitjacketed process and document. Far from that, budgets and budgeting more particularly is a very powerful way to control, monitor and power your business forward. And in this week's video, I'm going to go through 8 advantages of entering that budgeting process and having that budgeting mindset. Hi folks, my name is Mahmood. I'm a business finance coach, accountant, tax advisor and author of the book I Hate Numbers and owner of the firm of that same name. Over the last 28 plus years, I've been helping small business owners make more money, improve their financial awareness, save tax and time, reduce their stress and anxiety, and have the businesses they aspire to have. And I want that for you. Shall we crack on with the video? The one thing a budget will give you is clarity of purpose, clarity of direction, and a firmer understanding of what your business is there to do and give you a path forward to how to achieve what you want to achieve. And that clarity and focus can be very, very insightful as well as very good in terms of stress reduction. The other thing that budgeting will give you is control. If you have an understanding of what lies ahead financially, then you have the ability to control what goes on, especially as your firm, your organization, your business is expanding. You will not be able to look at every single conceivable thing that comes across your business landscape. Therefore, having that financial control is a very good way to actually reduce wastage, to improve profitability, and to make sure you're heading in the direction that you need to. What else does budgeting give us as business owners? Well, the whole budgeting process for me is not about forming a document, but it's having an idea of what your end goal is. What is your purpose? What are your SMART goals? And those SMART goals determine what the budget shape looks like, what that budget turns out to feel like, and how you articulate that as well. Goals drives purpose, and purpose drives budgeting. Number 4, decision making. Now, decision making as business owners, by the way, we rely on our emotion, we rely on facts, we rely on instinct, we rely on what's going on. And we can make much more powerful decisions, much more effective decisions, if we say to ourselves, okay, we're going to make a decision whether we increase the price of this commodity, whether we increase the price of this service or product, introduce this, reduce these costs, focus on these areas where we make more money. This is what we need to do. And those decisions are made much easier when we've got some idea what our budgeting looks like, what our future looks like, translated into numbers. We can make much more powerful and effective decisions when we have that information to hand. Knowing where we should be and monitoring that is very, very useful. What else can we add to this? Well, we've given 4 good reasons, 5 even if I can count. Communication. When you put a budget together for you and your team, they will be involved in that budgeting process. Participation is very powerful. So everybody will know what the objectives of the organization are, where you want to head to, where you want to end up, and having that empowerment and involving your team and communicating what your objectives are, your mission, how are you going to achieve that, your journey plan is very cohesive, very profitable, and very powerful at the same time. By nature, if we involve team members in the setting of those targets, and targets are really essential by the way, then we increase the level of motivation. People participating in setting their own targets, their own standards, typically are more inspired to achieve those targets that have been set. And finally, one other good reason for having budgeting here is it gives you a clarity. Those organizations that budget, those organizations that have a financial route map to know what that journey ahead looks like, translating to finances, translating to areas of responsibility, translated with those products and services that will contribute to the success of the business, find that they are more likely to achieve those end goals than if they didn't. And as a Brucey bonus, by the way, risk. If we have some idea what that future may look like, we can then use that as our accountability buddy and we can monitor our progress and reduce the risk of things going wrong. So folks, I hope you found that useful. I'd love it, obviously, if you could share that with those who may benefit from that. And if you are at a quandary, not quite knowing how to formulate and put your budget together, then by all means, check out the site for more resources or drop us a line and we can help you formulate and produce your financial plan, your budget for the future, and that was going to help you achieve what you've set up in business to achieve. Until next time, stay focused.